Welcome to Thrifter. My name is Julie, and today we are going to Goodwill. We are on Thriftmas day 12, and we are actually going to spend some time in this Goodwill this week. So I hope that you enjoy going thrifting with me because I have a lot to share with you this week thrifting at the Goodwill store. Y'all, please excuse this congested sounding voice. I am still struggling with the cold, but I do want to share with y'all some of the things that I see on the shelves, like this piece here. Y'all, I thought that this would be so cute and fun to display some rolling pins. Normally when you see things like this, they are more wide than they are tall. So I thought that that would make a very, very cute little rolling pin holder for on top of your refrigerator or something like that. So anyway, I didn't end up bringing that one home, but once I got home and was editing, I was like, man, that would make a really cute rolling pin holder. Now I am down here on the very bottom shelf, and this was way in the back. So if you are able, I say this all the time, be sure and squat down and kind of look back behind things, because you can always find some fun little treasures either down really low or up high if you're able to get to them. And for some reason, these pieces right here reminded me of my mama. I don't know why, but I want to say that we had pieces like this hanging in our living room through my whole childhood. Okay, so these placemats right here, y'all, they felt so well made. This St. Nicholas square is what it says on the tag. I meant to grab these. I don't know what happened. I think I got sidetracked. I'm not really sure. Sometimes I have squirrel moments, but y'all, these were beautiful. Does anybody know anything about that brand? I had never heard of it before, but I thought that those were gorgeous. This little tin rode around in my buggy. It just did not make the final cut because I could not figure out where I would put it, but I loved those vibrant, bright colors. But again, I did end up putting it back because I'm trying to be selective with my Christmas decor at this point, since I'm pretty much through decorating. It doesn't mean I won't grab things and put it up for next year, but I did end up leaving that. So how many of y'all were some Rae Dunn fans? I see Rae Dunn out at the thrift stores all the time, and I remember when that brand was all the rave and people would be like standing in line at TJ Maxx waiting on them to get a shipment so they could get a new piece. It was wild, y'all. Let me know, are you still a Rae Dunn fan? Were you a collector? Anybody out there? Now, this is a very fun and unique little candle holder here. I thought that this was very, very different. And then a lady put down this little metal piece, which to me looked like some of that punched tin that I'm really drawn to in the antique stores. I bought a little lamp at Goodwill. I showed it in a few videos back. I kind of thought that's what this was, but it's not. So I ended up leaving that behind. But it did get my attention because it screamed primitive to me. Okay, at first glance, I thought that this was a little candle snuffer. I love to collect those when I see them out at the thrift store, but then I realized this is not a candle snuffer. What is this? There really wasn't a way to hang it on the wall. It's almost like you hung it off of a shelf or something. I'm not really sure. You can see me there trying to figure it out, but I left that behind because it was not what I thought it was. Okay, and I was not even going to film up on this top shelf because it just has all of the glass vases from, floral deliveries. And then I realized that that perpetual calendar that I saw earlier, this was the pieces that go to it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I took my own advice and looked up on that top shelf. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you in this video that I picked up is this very country looking calendar. It's a perpetual calendar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And when I was first thrifting in this Goodwill and I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness. I have something very similar to this in my kitchen right now that I have like painted and done a little upcycle on, excuse me. And I just have it leaning against the wall and I absolutely love it as a layering piece. I use it all the time. And so I was very drawn to this. It reminds me of the things like we used to go to an old country Baptist church and they would put like what the attendance was and you know what the tithes was for the last week and different things like that. So it just kind of brought back some childhood memories. But this is actually a calendar, and I'm going to show y'all the rest of it here in just a second. But I love this so much. It was only $3.29. Let me get it around here so you can see the price on it. $3.29, and has the little hanger back here to hang this up. And as of this haul that I'm filming right now, I don't know exactly where I'm going to put this. I have an idea, and if it works out, I'm definitely going to show y'all. So on the screen here, I will put if I already have this in place, so you'll know to be watching for that at the very end. But I love this so much. And then I had this in my buggy, and I was walking around, and then right before I got off of this aisle, I looked up, and I wasn't even going to film up at the very top because it was just those glass vases that every Goodwill has. Every thrift store has like 20 of them, you know, that somebody got their flowers in and then they donated the glass vase. So this is why you have to look around, move things around, check all spaces, high, low, behind, in between, and inside, because here was the parts to the calendar. Look at this, y'all. All of these are in there. I love this. Now, I have not even taken these out, and I noticed that this did not have a separate price on it, and I was very surprised. So when I went to check out, I asked the lady, I said, well, this is the calendar, and here are, you know, all of the parts to it, basically all of the pieces, and I don't see a price on this. She goes, oh, well, it just goes with the price of whatever's on the back of that. So I got all of that for the $3.29, which I thought was amazing. So I'm going to pull all of this out and kind of play around with it, see what I can come up with, and then hopefully if I already have it in place, I'm going to show it to you here in just a second. Okay, so on the perpetual calendar, the December had like this, I don't even know, pinkish looking color. So I'm trying to decide if I want to do them all green, or because they had like this yellow color, which I don't mind that, but I don't like this pink. So I did one in green, and I think I'm going to try one in red and see what I think and decide which color I want, and then I'll show y'all where I'm going to put it. And some of y'all might have noticed this calendar hanging in my living room when I did my living room Christmas tour, but I moved it back here in the hallway. I just like it back here so much better. And some of y'all are noticing things that I picked up that were in my tours, but I have not even done a haul video for it yet. So you're going to slowly start to see those pieces come in here this week. But anyway, thank y'all for going thrifting with me today. We love y'all, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with a brand new video.